All righty. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Wednesday stream night, where I tried to actually beat games in my backlog. We are back with more 999. We ended up going through some shenanigans. There are people gone, which is interesting. And we have passed through 2 of the numbered doors, and it's kind of a case of, I wonder where this is going. It'll be a hot second before, Bran comes in, but I will get myself situated with Dark, and we will at least get ourselves, reacquainted with everything. Right. I am back. Alrighty. So Bran will be a hot second for your reference.
Yeah.
Alright.
There too, huh?
Alright. Excuse me. Alright.
Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? And Santa? And Lotus too?
Whoa! What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck. So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
I mean, it was the safe assumption that the doors would converge, yes.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
I see. Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Oh.
You've got to be kidding me.
Not to mention,
may
it's
as well
also a
go.
ship.
I
Many
mean,
places will often lead to one another.
that is true, but it is a case of there will be certain routes that will be, quote, one way, if only just for,
Oh no,
like,
absolutely, absolutely.
staff reasons
Plus-
or whatever.
Plus, there's also no guarantee, Zero didn't modify something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
Right, I'm gonna look at the map real quick, because that's B deck, C deck. So that's the large hospital room. It's the operating room. Shower room. Laboratory. Central staircase on the C deck. So, we're in this generalized area, I guess. Storage.
I knew it. We're back. In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors. At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism.
I'm just happy that Ace is okay. I'll be honest.
I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar system keys. We found a couple more in the laboratory and the kitchen. Here, the Earth key and the Saturn key card.
Convenient. So I can... those off for now.
I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Way to pass the blame, Lotus.
Yeah. On it.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Earth key that Lotus just gave me. And the Saturn key card that Lotus said was in the kitchen.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs...
Wait! What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry.
I mean, there is no guarantee that he's back there, because how would have he gotten in alone?
Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
I mean, really, the only
Very
way
well.
is that
I'll
somebody
be
else
coming
would have had
with
to
you
have
then.
opened the door. Or Snake somehow managed to get through when the hardware was missing.
That doesn't make much sense, though, because those doors are pretty hard shut.
I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about.
Or
again.
mysterious third option. Or maybe even fourth option.
So, 4... that makes 5... They'd have to bring in quite a few people to get through door 3 if Ace is coming with Clover.
So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm like 3.
Huh? Me? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
Alright, let's get moving.
7 is at least kind of reasonable, I guess. He doesn't seem to argue too much when he realizes there's not many other options for him.
Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Yeah, because there's Junpei, Santa, June, Lotus. Yeah, that equals 4. That would be a bit of an awkward situation to find yourself in. Well, good luck, you 3. Don't explode.
Okay, we're off.
All right, we should get moving too.
So,
Mhm.
I remember when I asked you who you thought my favorite character was. You said you think it's either Lotus or June.
One of the two. I'm also starting to lean a little bit into Ace, but I'm not sure.
Really?
Again,
Why did you say him?
level-headed, mature voice of reason of the group.
Honestly, not a bad reason.
Yeah. Again, I'll hold on to your opinion until I get at least through one route where I have a full tell of everybody.
Even then, it might not. I don't know. You'll know when you know. That's as much as
Basically.
I can say.
Basically.
Huh?
I say that with a big ass grin on my face.
That's why I said I'll wait until I get through at least one of these before you
Actually,
reveal.
that carry on. I need to
Don't have
double
reveal
check something.
anything.
Okay.
Brandon, you know me better than that.
He doesn't even know what you just said.
He said some reveal
Spoilers.
anything.
What?
I'll tar and feather myself before I spoil this game, Brab.
It's just funny that Dark said he was about to take off as you came in saying, "Don't mind me."
Oh, I'm not about to take off. I'm about
I was
to
saying
double
don't
check
reveal
something.
anything.
I mean, yeah. But
What part of I'll tar and feather myself before I spoil one of my favorite games
he
ever?
can't hear
Or is
you!
it-
My ears are unplugged. I can only hear the dulcet tones of my wife.
I thought you were gonna say dolphin tones of your wife,
Wait,
and I got
what
very
is it?
confused.
His response is he almost thought you said dolphin tones. Stop swearing! You
Is
kiss
that
your
at
mother
me? Is
with
that
that
at
mouth.
him? Or is that at
It's
Santa?
you?
Ay, ay, ay.
Meanwhile, we're just staring at Lotus and her
Or what I miss? Who died?
Apparently nobody.
yet.
Mm. Vicious.
Suspicious indeed. Crack.
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
I will say, just kind of
Let's see.
on a voice actor side of things, it's very weirdly interesting to me that Lotus sounds more like her Naoto than her Margaret. Like, I don't know. It's just weird that it's specifically the Naoto tone and not Margaret, because Margaret is like softer, more mature, and that kind of seems to be like Lotus off the bat, but I don't know.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
So, we're currently C deck, but we're over here. Wasn't the Earth key door like somewhere around this area? Like, if I'm remembering right.
I don't remember.
Yeah, because there's a door that we haven't checked somewhere here that leads to the storage room that's highlighted.
Of course there's a reason. Man, sometimes I can't tell
That's
if you're smart
interesting.
or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
The Saturn key card.
Right, I knew that one of the keys was important.
And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think.
Yeah.
So the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into two teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you two can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea what's on the other side of these. So don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card. Great. It looks like it's working now.
All right. Now, how do I call the elevator? Oh, it only has the upside down triangle on it.
So it's only going down.
Hmm.
I
Interesting.
guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
Hmm.
It opened. Look, Jumpy.
And I'm just looking that on the side there's something E deck D deck C B A, but I don't know what that last one says. It's a little blurry.
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going.
Also, that's one hell of an elevator.
Wait.
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
What are these options?
Do you want to be do you want to be a creep or do you want,
I was
want to
gonna
be a
say-
normal person?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go with the logical option. The elevator's only going down, and we know that the shit below us is flooded!
Yeah.
Come to think of it, the
Like
lower
I
floor
said,
You wanna go with
that-
the
deck is
that-
completely underwater.
What?
Maybe,
The dialogue said.
maybe not on a first playthrough. I'm being sensible here.
Who needs it? It's only a boat.
It's only a boat.
yeah,
a
yeah.
boat.
One that's sinking.
You got plenty of time.
We go play a time. Mm-hmm.
No, nothing. I'm keeping my thoughts to myself.
Good idea.
Remember, not a peep, not a singular Easter.
You should stop while you're behind.
An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary.
Behind what?
Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise like it was moving, and then it opened.
So wherever it came from isn't inherently flooded.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Well, let's test it.
What does that even say? Something bottom.
I mean, if you're at, C deck, and it can only go down,
Yeah,
what's
but
at the bottom of the ship?
no, I'm saying, like, what does it say on the thing? It says something bottom.
It says... It probably says boat bottom.
Probably does. But it's like, why would it... Boatman. Why would you need an elevator that goes to the very bottom of the boat? What is down at the bottom of the boat?
Stuff at the bottom of the
I'm
boat.
glad you asked. So,
What? Why is it a
obviously,
weird-
this is
why
going to
it
be a case-by-case basis, depending on ship and what kind of ship. But a good example of this would probably be the boiler room. Other cases could be some kind of storage.
But storage is on C deck.
Well, yes, but I did say it's a case-by-case basis for various kinds of ships. You simply asked why there'd be an elevator that would go to like the very bottom.
But would it really be public use elevator that could do that?
Probably not. For something like that, it could be like stores for the ship, but generally something like that would probably be located a bit closer to well, the kitchen, where the food's actually being prepared. At the same time, though, while I'm not overly familiar with the interior designs of ocean liners, it would probably be a way to go about various things. Again, the boiler room and engine room would probably be good guesses.
Fair enough.
Tested.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only two.
Only
E
two
and
buttons.
C.
E and... Okay.
Alright, I'll push E.
Oh, this should be easy.
But again, this is also assuming Zero has not heavily modified the electronics inside the ship.
Well, it's more that the sign
I
on
think I
the
can hear it opening on E deck.
sign on the side of the elevator clearly is untampered, but it's kind of the case of that there were only 2 buttons for 2 specific decks.
Okay, that's done.
Well, in some
Now I'll
cases,
just
I
press the
know,
button again.
especially more common back in the day, mini ocean liners like to try to separate, unsurprisingly, the classes.
Mhm.
Mostly trying to separate third class from first and second.
Yeah, that would make
Even
sense.
some stories even have that gates we put up to prevent them from accessing the upper decks. It's a very popular misconception that these gates were actually in place when the Titanic sank. This is actually false.
Fair enough.
So, despite what it shows in the movie, that didn't happen.
Alright. Well, we'll keep that in mind and continue onwards.
Yep,
Li-
not
li-
a
li-
single
literally-
drop of water to be
Literally,
seen.
you, boatman! Do you know why there'd be an elevator going down? No, but Dark does. Dark!
A little bit.
See?
What does that mean?
Means E-Jack is dry, lass.
How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft
The
and
hardest
E-deck must be
romantic-
watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk? The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Honestly, that kind of probably makes a lot of sense that, especially in the case of, like, obviously I know shit all about boats, but it's like, from what I understand of, like, big ocean liners like this one, since it is technically modeled after Titanic, that the D and E decks and whatever's below is obviously way below the waterline. So, having something like the E deck be pretty water resilient in case of breach is probably a really good idea. Because even if a small hole happened, it wouldn't start immediately filling into the other decks, which would cause an even bigger problem down the line.
Well, it also is a matter of that mini ships did have watertight bulkheads.
Yeah.
In some cases, though, sometimes through complete bad luck, if something did happen where these bulkheads got punctured, sometimes they'd be located coincidentally near the boiler room. So if they got punctured far enough, well, you can see where this is going.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, for the explanation of why E deck is dry, even though D deck is flooded. Like, it kind of makes sense that, especially the decks under the water already, would probably try and be as water resilient as they possibly can, as a basically fail-safe redundancy.
Oh no, absolutely. Within reason, of course.
Duh.
But eventually, that stuff's only got one way to go. Well, 2, technically. I digress.
We
We're
get the
wasting
point.
time.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, alright?
But
Come on, just do it, alright?
I'm coming with you.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Pushy, pushy.
Oh, crap, it closed!
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez. It looks
Literally
normal.
said, "I'm the heroine of this story. I'm coming with you."
A little bit.
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
We'd probably die.
Oh no. Don't be so casual about something like that.
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here.
All things considered, I think the sudden pressure of water would kill them faster than drowning.
Oh, it absolutely would.
Like, all things considered, it would be a swift death.
Like maybe not instantly kill them, but it would be pretty quick.
Lotus and Santa might already be back.
It really depends on how much. Like if C deck also was flooded, absolutely. That much water falling onto you immediately.
Well, I'm also talking
at
about
high
the
velocity.
ceiling.
Well, yes, that's more so what I mean. But
Yeah, it's not any clearer, hon.
I think that says boat bottom.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe.
Well,
Nope.
it looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
Door 6.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that...
congrats. Now we
Let's
just need
check.
to find 1 and 2 and 9.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door. But we can't do anything with only the 2 of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for Edek? I should take it with me. Huh, so you guys found door 1.
Alright, so 1 and 6 is found, meaning 2 is on the other side of one of them, and 9 is the exit.
So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6 door and the 1 door.
You know, it is interesting that Edek wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of Edek is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Even so, it's still very interesting.
You said the 6th door was there, right?
Yes.
Then
Do
that
you
means Zero
question
planned
for-
all this out.
want me
Even
to
the
start
sinking.
just so it saves you some time in the long run, number crunching to see... Oh god. To see who you would have to go with to go through the doors.
No.
Alright.
I will number crunch to my fucking heart's content, man.
Alright, just wanted to offer just, so it saves you time.
No, I don't mind the number crunching, honestly.
Alright.
So...
I mean, I just figured I'd offer because, again, big game.
We'll go back to number crunching once I see how they try to pair us off.
That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
Plus,
It's
we
pretty mind-blowing
should go
when you
check in
think
with the
about it.
others.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Hmm.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding.
I don't trust
All right,
that.
let's go.
Well, we have
Hey,
reunited with
where the hell did
Shantae
you
and
guys
Neku,
go?
so let's go see what the other 3 are up to.
That is a... Let's... Hmm. Hmm.
7? What's wrong? What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake was...
So just called
Snake
Santa
is-
Neku. I'm sorry, Santa.
Shush.
Snake is dead. He died, just as the ninth man did.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Yeah, right. We should.
Wait, not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is he?
The shower room, on the left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
That leads to a lot of questions, though.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Ooh. Where is he? Where's Snake?
Ugh.
There. June, you should stay here.
But
Please, just do me a favor, okay? All right? I'm going in.
Just like Ace said. Just like the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Didn't do that.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the ninth man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah. That means anybody could be a killer.
wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven?
I'm gonna be punching numbers for a little bit here. Don't mind me.
No problem.
What you thinking, dear?
Trying to...
Think of who it could be?
Yeah.
Well, the door's digital root number is 3, so...
Yeah, it kind of narrows it down by some margin.
And obviously you know it's not you.
Oh, I know it's not me.
It could even be.
Could even be. That's the problem, is that the amount of combinations that could even equal 3.
You only have so many numbers to work with.
Obviously, and it has to be a minimum of 3, but we can immediately eliminate 5, so it's never Junpei. Because I'm Junpei.
Maybe you should just continue with the story for now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I will.
yeah.
because I think I can only come up with 2 solutions, and one of them doesn't exactly make sense. But
What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
I love this weird phrasing here.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
I think Zero is one of us.
Well, it's possible.
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
Huh. You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. Seven, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. Seven and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because... I don't know.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Ah.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
You're right, but...
We must go. We have very little time left.
Our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think Seven said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens. I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh. First, we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before.
Dry as bone.
Oh, here it is.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Yes. Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
Alright, let's get to the bottom of this.
Or we end up on the bottom.
Oh, so this is the bottom deck. Hey, over there.
Oh.
This is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase. They were doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the
Now
door
we have
found
every
on
door
E
except for
deck,
9.
And the door
Yeah.
Lotus and Santa found on A deck.
And it's a case of having to go through all 3 to find the rest of the solar system keys to actually get out of here. Because I would assume that we would have to go through all of them, and we've only found, we've only found 5 so far. Because we're missing Sun, Mars, Moon, Neptune, Saturn, and Pluto. Because I would assume Pluto would be part of this because 1, timeline, 2, has an alchemical symbol.
I mean, yeah.
It was a 6 on the door on E deck and a 1 on the door on A deck.
That means...
Do you think the next door we find?
Yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Finally!
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Ah, this is interesting.
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
I have an idea, most ingenious.
Yeah, quiet
Don't
in the
worry.
peanut gallery.
Mm-hmm.
What door are you feeling?
All right, let's open these up.
Well, I want to see the results first.
The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Am I surprised?
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But... no.
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing
Mom and Dad are
clothes.
fighting.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
I mean, he's not wrong about the barely part, yeah. You know.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Ah!
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, not good.
That's
Here,
hard to
Lotus.
say. Not good.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a
Yeah.
reason. I just
Ow.
felt like it.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1. 7 and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
Okay, so... Problem is that obviously Junpei's answer changes a lot of the stuff. Because 5.
Big ass
Doors-
choice here.
Yeah. Because if he wants door 6... he'd at least be stuck with 7. If I want door 1... How the hell would I get door 1? Because...
Do you want me to explain it?
No,
Okay.
because One would have to be an equal 10. 3 numbers to equal 10. So that would probably be Junpei, Santa, Ace. That's assuming that it only sticks me with 3 people because of the amount of people we're working with here. Because there's obviously going to be one odd group out. So that would be Junpei or is there a way of making one with 4 people with Junpei involved? 6. 6 is...
I mean, there's only 7 of you, so...
Yeah. That would make me 3, but then... adding Santa would make 6. If I want a group of 4. I'm gonna go with the bold assumption of door 6 for now.
I want to go through door 6.
That's a problem. None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however.
The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems. Junpei and I want to go through door 6. But our digital route is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1.
Damn, what are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do?
Why don't Seven and Lotus go through door 1 with me?
What about me?
Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Yes.
Huh. I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door and no one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution.
7, Lotus, what do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me either.
Alright then, we're good to go.
See you later.
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
Oh, I'll be going too then.
Yeah, be careful.
We should get going as well. This is E-Deck.
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
All right, let's go. Here it is. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
Hey! I found it! It's right there! It stopped.
Yes! It stopped.
So I guess
I don't
while we're in
believe I'll ever get
cutscene,
used to
remind me
that.
again, why don't you like Lotus?
I don't know, I'm gonna say, for lack of better terms, it's the Otis principle. Something is nagging my suspicion sensors on her, and I don't know why yet. Her somewhat unreasonable attitude is definitely throwing me for something.
I mean, you haven't gone through a single door with her, so you haven't really gotten a chance to know her.
No, but that's what I mean, that a lot of the interactions I've had with her outside of the numbered doors is mostly throwing bad vibes at me. And there's just something about her that seems very, I guess for lack of better terms, stark. Just her insistence on trying to be as alone as she can, or immediately throwing people to the wind, because there was the whole thing just before meeting up with everyone else at door 3, that she was just like, oh, well, we can go through the number door together then. Just immediately clocking that Santa and the others would not be able to go through that same door because her, June, and Junpei equals 6. Or whatever the number was. And the group they leave behind is the exact same number. So, one, she's really good at these calculations. So it's kind of a case of, I don't know, suspicious.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
You got that right. Once I'm out of this hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
I agree.
All right, let's go.
This door looks heavy.
But it's not locked. I'm opening it.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Certainly looks like some sort of engine room or something.
This has to be the biggest
Yeah,
room so far.
So, remember what I
The
said about the
ceiling is
engine
pretty
room and
high,
boiler room?
too.
Huh. Could be 2 stories, maybe even more.
This space could be utilizing the entire length of the ship.
Oh, I do appreciate that there's a faint echo in the voice acting.
What's that huge Kamaboko-looking building in the middle?
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's as good of a description of it as any. I see stairs, so we may as well head over to them.
Yeah, but
I don't know
this
what a
section's
Kamaboko
barely wide
is.
enough to fit 1 person.
You're right.
Whoa, you can't even tell the shape when you're this close.
Let's check out the other
It's
side
a
too.
fish cake?
Yeah, that makes sense.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a
Oh,
cross-section
it's
of
the
a
weird
mushroom is the
spirally
boiler.
things you sometimes see in ramen. Wait, that's fish?
Yeah, those are also known as Naruto. This little funny fish cake thing. They're actually okay if you like fish. Cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler.
You see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those
Oh, I
and
just
burned,
realized
which
we're
heats
gonna
the
get one of my
water,
favorite
producing
bits of
steam.
dialogue in the entire game coming up.
Well, let me be able to hear it, sir.
No, it's in the puzzle.
Anyway.
The same thing that drives a steam engine. This one is simply somewhat larger.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be running right now.
All right, let's split up. Hey, what's wrong? Are you all right? Hey, June.
Jumpy.
You... Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes. It probably is. But I'm fine. Please, don't worry about me. I just need to rest. And I'll be fine.
Okay. Here, sit down. Careful.
Thank you.
Ace, Santa.
Yes.
Right.
All right, let's get started. Hang in there, June. I'm gonna get you out of here real soon.
Oh boy, this is gonna be big. Alright. Steam engine room. Say this. This is probably here to move coal from place to place. Probably comes from over there. Then the boat carries it down the tunnel and out here. So the conveyor belt was moving. Yes, the coal could almost certainly come out here. This pillar goes up towards the ceiling. It's a conveyor belt. It's not conveying anything right now.
It's information.
Tunnel.
Oh wait, not even.
Goes all the way across the ship. Golden gear. Doesn't look like it was always golden like this. Well then, I imagine it was prepared especially for this game. Huge golden gear. I have a feeling it's important. This gear is rusty, but it looks like it's still pretty sturdy. I hope that's a gold alloy. Looks like there's a door over here in this tunnel. The belt over there must deliver the coal, which is then picked up and thrown into this door. The door appears to be welded shut, however. There's a barrel under the stairs. Sweet. Fortunately, it's empty. So this is where you put the coal into the furnace? That's right. I had to look at it earlier, but it's rusted shut, I'm afraid. Perhaps you should check the outside? This is the huge oven for this boiler. There are 3 open areas in it. Each of the open areas has a gear in it. This one's also gold. There's a small door in the side of this tunnel. It's welded shut, won't open. Gear's rusty. Huge bronze gear. This has to be important. So, it was gold, bronze, silver, it seems. Because I see that last one over there. There's a pair of wooden boxes here. There's nothing in them. But they still seem to weigh 2 different things. Look, Ace. Some kind of snowman's secret meeting. Those are just bags of sand.
There it is!
You use them as counterweight when you're lifting something with a pulley system. Man, you're too serious. There are a
It's
number
some kind of snowman secret meeting!
There are a number of cloth bags over here. There's nothing but sand in them. What is this? Given its placement, it must unlock the door to the left. There's a weird indentation on the top of this thing. I think that means you have to insert something here? Yes, I would imagine so. There's a thick iron door blocking our way. I think this is... Yes. Looks like the exit. Looks like this door slides up into the ceiling. Oh man, Junpei, I can't believe I missed something so important. What's so important? Look at those stairs. Look at them carefully. That gap. That height. That angle. It's perfect. Perfect? Perfect for what? Whatever. Just bring Clover here right now. Tell her she needs to walk up and down these stairs. Huh? Clover's not here. What the hell is he talking about? I mean, June was awake. There are a number of wooden boxes piled up at the bottom of the stairs. They're all empty. I don't really get it, but apparently these stairs are perfect for something. Oh, Junpei. Why are all Junpeis stupid? Stairs to the airport. They're connected to the boiler.
Yeah, never mind.
There we go.
It does say what Junpei's age is at the start of the game.
Yeah, he's like a college student.
Yeah, he's 21.
Yeah, it's a silver gear. Do you think it's made of pure silver? No way. Silver's way too soft to use for a gear. It's gotta be steel or iron gear that's been coated with silver. Ugh. Shouldn't have called it a silver gear then. Shouldn't have gotten your hopes up. Were you thinking you'd haul this thing back? Nah, but I think 7 could probably carry it. But you? Gear's rusty.
Was he a forklift?
He's definitely a fridge. Conveyor belt runs into some sort of arched tunnel. I haven't found anything I can use. There's a pillar like this on the other side. Yeah, you're right.
I think I just myself a self-burn.
Man, this thing's huge. Guess a ship this big needs something like that to power it. True, but I doubt a single boiler of this size could actually move a ship like this at any reasonable speed. We need at least 3. No, 4 of these. Huh, guess you know a lot about boats, huh? Well, not really. It's just common sense, you know? A number of these little windows along the inside of this thing. I think you're supposed to put coal in through these, but they're welded shut. Don't think we can get these open. So stretched from the catwalk to the boiler. Okay. Still haven't really found anything I can use though, just the gears. Clearly have no items. Catwalk on the other floor. There's a staircase that reaches from the catwalk to the boiler. Should get 7 through the barrel. Just be like that old game, remembered? Ah yes, with the gorilla who threw barrels. Tried to jump over the barrels and make your way to the top. Nice Donkey Kong reference!
Oak!
There's a bunch of wooden boxes over here by the wall. I already looked through those, there's nothing there. Oh, okay, there we go. 3 sides on the left are down, but this one is up. There are a number of lines engraved in these. I suspect we were meant to do something rather specific with them. Junpei, why don't you move the slider down? Oh, there's no harm in trying, I suppose. Nothing. Nothing happened. Maybe it needs to be prepared somehow. Seeing if we did something somewhere else, it'd respond somehow? Yeah, I suppose that's one way of putting it. Slider is down. I guess 8 feels like giving it a try. Nothing. Won't move at all. Nothing. This thing won't budge. Okay. No dice. This thing isn't going anywhere. So they can't move. One of the doors on the furnace, there's an A on it. Circular wheel at the center of the door. Alright, let's get that sucker twist. Well, it's noisy, but it opens. Totally pitch black in here. We should, go in here. Alright. Let's go. Well, looks like just the other door we went into. Where are we? Let's be on your side, yes? Which would put us directly above the conveyor belt. At any rate, we should keep moving. There's a great deal we've yet to investigate. A whole bunch of boxes in my way. Can't get through. So that blocks off that path. There are a number of boxes on the catwalk. Don't think we can go over there. Well, anyway, it looks like that's the pipe. Looks like the bottom connects to the conveyor belt housing. And coal must come out of this pipe onto the conveyor belt. In other words, there must be a great deal of coal in that pipe. Okay. Alright, let's give this a spin. What? That's weird. Don't feel any resistance. Ah, shit. Well. Wheel came off. It's a wheel that seems to be part of a winch. Some pegs in the back that look like they go into the holes on the winch. Good job, genius. You broke it. Didn't break it. Broke all by itself. Hand-operated winch. The wheel once and is now in my hand. Let's see if I can get it back on. There's a couple posts on the back of it that look like they fit into the holes of the winch. Damn, no good. These little shafts are too small for this big hole. It's like throwing a hot
It's... Wait, really? That's what got you? That's what got you?
Yet again.
He got me.
throwing a hot dog down a hallway is what got you?
It's because the first time I
Harry.
saw the phrase was in a context completely separate from this. but when I saw this screenshot kind of just out of nowhere, I was like, or I didn't see the screenshot, I literally saw the phrase and I knew it was something Junpei said. I had no reference for the context.
Yo, I was really hoping that you went through a different door, but seeing this and the Snowman Secret meeting has to be worth it.
Reset the counter for a hot dog hallway, I guess.
Why do we have a counter for that?
Don't worry about it. It wasn't originally part of this winch. Then that means go somewhere else.
We found a different hallway.
It would be in the hallway if it fit, hon.
Could be cramped. Wiener.
Okay. Does it go in this winch? No wheel to turn. Oh yeah. I've got the wheel I pulled off the other winch, don't I? See if it fits. Sweet. Perfect fit. Like they were made for each other.
Like fun. What?
Not shaky at all. Good, I should be able to turn this now. Work, Junpei. Be able to haul up the wooden box now. See, the wooden box, it's under the catwalk. Can you see it? Hanging from the rope on the winch, isn't it? Looks like there's some sort of device in the box. Not sure what it is. At any rate, might as well turn the wheel now. Counting on you. Alright. What's this? What happened? The wheel only turns to the left. Only turns to the left? Means we can't reel up that rope. Can only let the rope down. Interesting. I don't think that will be a problem. Simply need to go downstairs after laying the wooden box down. Counting on you, Junpei. Sure thing. No sweat.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah. June's down over by there.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away, you know? It'll take time.
What could be causing this, I wonder? Illness, perhaps?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion. She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like her, you know?
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah. We're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno. But it does seem like a possibility, you know?
Alright, so I came in through C, go through A, go back downstairs to other box. No. Other box. There it is. Control panel. For something.
For something.
I appreciate the for something. Some kind of machine, maybe a control panel. Thank you, Junpei! These two columns are different from the others. Lights are red. Junpei, where are you going? Only thing in there is a closed number door. Kinda pointless to go back, huh? Yeah, it sure is. Well, you know. Alright. I haven't seen anywhere I could plug this thing in. That's the other winch. Hmm. No, that's not it. That's the exit. Excuse me. Aha. Maybe this hole is where the control panel goes. Well, there's only one way to find out. In you go. Dude, you did it. Everything looks alright. Okay, but what do we do now? Why don't you press the button next to it? Orange one? Yes. Alright, I'll do that. Pushing. Boop. Sweet! All sorts of lights are lighting up on this thing. Oh, I think I just heard something turn on? Oh, what's that? What happened? Junpei, look! Conveyor belt's moving. Conveyor belt? Well, I guess it's done moving now. Still a bunch of coal in the belt, though. It's like a bunch of it.
Just a lump of coal. I'll be sorry.
Looks like a bunch of it got.
Forgot this part wasn't voiced.
Yeah, looks like a bunch of it got dumped off the end of the belt into that wooden box where we found the control panel. Coal. Coal, huh? Since the belt started moving, it's transported quite a bit of coal. Drops off the left end of the belt right into the wooden box. Box filled with coal. Wooden box filled with coal. There's really only one thing we can do with this stuff.
Smoke it.
But I'll be a diamond someday.
It's not even technically how that works. Right, those are welded shut.
Look, I'm not the one who came up with the song.
I'm aware. I'm just clarifying that that's technically not how that works.
Oh, absolutely.
Pair of boxes here. Guess he's not gonna try and put the coal. Well, I guess I don't have the wheel for that, so that makes sense. Don't think I need to make a wheel anymore, so. Huge silver gear, got a feeling it's one. Okay, so those same ones. Here comes a arc-shaped tunnel. It's a furnace. There's a door built into the bottom where you can put coal in. Well, maybe we can get some coal in there. Fire. Alright, that's the last. There's no coal left in one box. And nothing. Great. You know what? No, don't sink the boat. Oh, Snowy. We need the boat. Well, I guess I should have expected that. Why would just throwing coal into a cold furnace do anything? Oh, well. Man can dream. Junpei, explain to me again. Planning to stoke the furnace with coal, which will heat the water stored up there and make steam, will then drive something else. Am I correct? In other words, you want to generate enough pressure with steam to power the turbine. Sorry, the steam engine, right? Yeah, I guess that's the, gist of it? Well, in that case, this isn't enough coal. This furnace is enormous. So we're gonna need a whole hell of a lot more coal than this. Alright, well then, if the three of us work together, then we should manage to fill them us faster.
I want to help too.
And I didn't even see her walk up. Are you feeling up to that?
Yes.
Yeah, right. You look like you're one stiff breeze away from falling over, June. Think you better rest some more, alright?
Bye.
No arguing. You need your rest. So, you just stay there. We'll handle this.
Okay. I understand.
Alright. Time for some manly work. Let's get this coal into these furnaces. Don't put cement in the hole either. We don't need that.
I guess 2 guys in their 20s and a guy who's probably in his 60s.
Hey! There's some working men in their 60s.
Oh
We-
no, I'm not.
We don't know what Ace does.
I mean, Rav and I do. Know everything.
Alright, I think this should be sufficient. Alright, now we just gotta light it. Junpei, hand me your matches. What makes you think I have matches? I see. And how are we gonna light it? Perhaps there's a device nearby that will allow us to remotely ignite the coal. Let's take a look, shall we? Some sort of
Also, Snowy,
ignition
you
device.
say that. But there is such a thing as a concrete-hulled ship.
Doesn't sound like it goes very far.
They're mostly barges. Though I believe they were using them as actual vessels was experimented with.
I think it might be. Probably is. And this is how we might ignite the furnace. Means if we move that thing down... Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Hey, Junpei! Ace! Look at this! There's big ears turning under the boiler here. Oh, hey! Oh boy. Gears. They're spinning. What the hell are you guys waiting for? Start looking! Gold disc. Gold disc. There's a number of lines engraved on it. Make out 3 colors here, red, blue, and black. I wonder what they mean. Okay, that's gold. Bronze. The bronze disc, it has a bunch of lines, 3 different colors, red, blue, and black. And then silver. Silver disc, it has a bunch of lines on, but the red ones really stand out, right? The red ones, huh? Alright, then go up here. It's like this thing unlocks the door. There's a depression here that looks like it's the outline of 3 circles laid on top of each other in a triangle. Maybe if we put those 3 discs we found into this thing. Well, there's only one way to find out. Stick them in. It's odd. Nothing's happened. Maybe you're, I don't know, putting them in the wrong places? Perhaps you have them facing the wrong directions. Perhaps you should rotate the discs to make something of the lines to connect to one another? Well, no harm in trying. Instructions for operation. When the disc gets clicked, it will rotate a certain amount. White arrows click, the white discs are switched. Please note when the discs are switched, the angles for the discs are reset. Okay. I mean, that one was pretty simple.
Ta-da!
Red lines on these discs. I think maybe I can make a star polygon with these? Winner! Found it.
Yes! The door's open!
Yeah, this puzzle is shorter than I remembered it being.
I'm also not a dumbass.
Wait, what's
I'm
that
not-
supposed to mean?
That wasn't directed at you. I'm just saying I'm not stupid. So I'm gonna flounder with puzzles a lot. Like, it really
Okay,
takes some
well-
hard puzzles for me to flounder.
Okay, well, before we get into cutscene, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
When you had the comment about 7 as a fridge, I had a realization about myself.
Yeah,
I'm not a fridge.
you're a mini
I'm
fridge.
at worst an easy bake oven. At best a microwave.
Reference, he called himself an easy bake oven.
Dark?
Yeah.
Giving him too much credit.
We're moving on. Cutscene time.
All right, June.
Story.
Why don't you
Just-
go get June now?
Just for saying that, Ari, you're the lamp, Brab is...
Mm-hmm.
I hesitate calling Brab a fridge because that feels offensive.
He's hesitating calling you a fridge.
Oh, am I gonna get fridged?
No. Continuing.
Santa and I will
Snowy's
keep
a
an eye on the
waffle
store.
iron.
No, that's his cat.
Oh wait, shit.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it again.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all three of us go and collect June then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
All right, I'll go get June. I'll be right back.
I don't know why, but my brain just immediately supplied the sound of Junpei falling down the stairs.
It's probably the one Discord
Oh,
noise.
Jumpy!
The Gmod ragdoll?
Yeah. You don't actually have to do it, dear.
Didn't do it anyway.
Okay. Good by now.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
Let me check. Good. You're feeling a lot better. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops, I mean, warrior.
All right, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you. We got the exit open, so...
Great! Let's go! Oh, it's...
Santa? What are you looking at?
It's a photo. It's my sister.
Sister? Santa, you've got a sister?
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
She was only about an inch tall then? Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
I was her Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
Have you ever heard the story of the two Santa Clauses? It goes that a long time ago, there were two Santas. One of them wore white, and the other one wore black. The white Santa gave presents to good kids. And the black Santa played tricks on bad kids. They went on like that for a while, but eventually the black Santa's tricks started to get worse and worse. Pretty soon, the white Santa couldn't stand it anymore, and he stabbed the black Santa to death. When he stabbed the other Santa, the white Santa got blood all over his clothes. And that's why, these days, his clothes are red. You could say that red is all that's left of the black Santa. I wonder which Santa I am. The white Santa or the black Santa?
Huh.
Oh.
Uh,
All right, let's go.
Huh?
Hey, what are you two doing? Let's get moving, come on!
Let's go.
yeah.
Oh, you're finally back.
Yeah, not much I can do about that.
Sorry we took so long. Let's go.
Hmm.
Huh. Is this a warehouse?
So, now that's kind of transitioning to something else. It's not exactly anything like I've heard before, but the thing is that I know in, like, I think it's like Dutch or Danish, one of the two, there kind of was, like, the idea of the, quote, Black Santa Claus kind of character. Like, the idea of, like, quote, two different Santas, obviously also somewhat conflated with the idea of Krampus and stuff like that. So it's like, weirdly, Santa isn't completely talking nonsense. Like, I can't say I've ever heard that story specifically before, but, like, it's not the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Just thought I'd share it, honestly.
So this game has a lot of like stories like that. I don't think any of them. Some of them may be like based on something in like reality or whatever, but I think a lot of them aren't real per se. They're just there for the sake of the story or something.
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely not anything I've ever heard of, but like it's certainly a case of, well, that's not the strangest thing I've ever heard of, because I've actually heard of stories that are in similar basis.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh, neat. Alright. We're in a warehouse, and I saw that big old thing of numbered blocks in the corner.
No, I believe this is the cargo room. This must be where they store all of this vessel's freight.
There are wooden crates everywhere. I wonder how old they are.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going.
Second puzzle room. Interesting.
Yeah, you'll blaze through it fine, I'm sure.
Okay, so... Why is there a coffin?
Oh, you know.
Oh, you know my ass. These crates are quite large. They seem to be tied to one another with sturdy straps. Bunch of bags here. Wonder what's in them. Interesting. Card with the ninth man's face printed on it. What's that? It's a card. It has a headshot on it. Headshot? Yeah. I'm not really sure what purpose this could possibly serve. There's nothing in the bag anymore. These crates are a little smaller than the others. They look like they're the children of the other crates. What kind of crazy is that, Junpei? Junpei, that sounds like some sort of fairy tale. Really? I don't know, man. You ever think about how crates would reproduce? What's this conversation? Doesn't sound like a fairy tale to me.
Leave it to Junpei. Just hearing Santa be like, oh, there's a white Santa, a black Santa, and the white Santa murdered the black one. Which one am I? How crates reproduce?
To be fair, hot dog down the hallway.
Guess there's many spirits here.
Oh hey, another keycard. Specifically Ace, though. No card in the box. Don't know what's in these barrels. Judging by their weight, perhaps a liquid of some sort. Snake. Clover. Santa. And this card is one good looking son of a bitch. Thank you, Santa. For less than that other chump. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Huh? What's your problem? Didn't say I meant you, did I? Shit. Snake. Is that Snake's card? Yeah. You wanna see it? No, that's fine. This is Clover's card. No, I'm looking at this photo. She's kinda cute, isn't she? Huh? What's up?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
Why does your smile make me feel cold? Wonder why, buddy? Nothing for the rope. Box, there's nothing inside. The 7th card. This is supposed to be a trading card, it's not a very good one. Searched all the boxes. None. Not cool, man. Took this picture without my permission.
Looks pretty cool, though. You look really handsome in this picture.
Hey, knock it off, lovebirds.
What? I'm not a couple. Not at all. Not in any way.
He takes offense to that.
You were just getting jealous over him calling Clover cute.
I mean, that's not anybody's business, but... Oh, hey. I'm gonna ignore that button that I just pressed. This
Good
must
idea.
be...
Oh no. Don't look at it. Not cute at all, and I'm not photogenic, and I don't look sexy either. Next to Clover, my skin looks gross. I'm not sexy like Lotus. No guys can go for women who look like Lotus. But, I'm trying to. I'm doing the best I can. So please, don't call me a board or a trash can or a cutting board.
Wait a minute. Haven't said anything like that. Have I? That didn't answer the question, June. Some sort of liquid in these barrels. I'm not sure what it is, however.
There are 3 crates here stacked up like the stairs.
If we climb up there, I think we can get over the fence. Junpei, you can go take a look at that? Sorry, but no thanks. Why? I've got a bad feeling about it. Pussy! God, I love Santa. Okay, fine.
I knew you would. I
Huh?
knew you would.
I'll go.
Please be careful, Santa.
Yeah. Just in case. Wait, what's you going to do with that screw? Let's see what throwing a screw over fences. Holy shit.
Yes. Oh man.
There's electricity running through that fence. Looks like it.
No, I can't get to the other side.
Well, we could jump off those crates, but we wouldn't be able to get back. I'm still missing Lotus's card. Stairs? Stairs, they go up 3 stories. What are you waiting for, Junpei? Whatever, I'm going. Nine is lit. Well, there are 6 holes here. They look like jacks for a headphone cable. Jacks, huh? Maybe if we put something in them. Yeah, something might happen. This looks like it's covering something. Looks like some kind of little shutter. Maybe it'll open if we do something. If it can come out of it if it does happen. Yeah, like I'd know that. There's several lights here with numbers from 1 to 9. Only the light with the 9 is lit. Monitor's off. Got a green switch here, and a red one, and some kind of lever. None of them seem to do anything, though. Maybe the power's off? Yeah, maybe. A single green light at the bottom. Means... getting some power. Handrail that surrounds platform and control panel. There's a metal panel over the outside of the window. Fantastic. And that's probably the exit. Nothing in the bag. Nothing in the bag. I opened this box already. Check that bag. That was the first bag. Over there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. So I'm missing Lotus. Weird. Locked. We need the key. All the boxes have numbers on them. Do they? Oh. Ace bent down and picked up something that had been sitting next to the box. Junpei, took a look at this. Cards. Ah, there's Lotus's. Picture of Lotus on this card. Man, her hair is ridiculous. It's like clay or something. It says the pot to the kettle.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Yeah, of course I do. It's really obvious. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right box. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2, and so on.
Oh, I see.
Huh? What is it?
I'll leave the rest to you.
Hey, wait! What's wrong with him? Oh well, whatever. Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle. Ace's card is in box 1, Snake's is in number 2. I just need to do the same for the rest. And finally, the 9th man's card into box 9. Yeah! Oh, they opened! What the? 9 pins? I
Alright.
guess I'll take them with me.
These look like the kind of pins you use for sewing. There are 9 of them in total and have numbers on them that run from 1 to 9. Junpei, I don't know what the fuck you know about sewing pins, but this is not at all correct. They're not even like remotely pointy and stabby. Six holes here. Kind of looks like the pins I just found would be a perfect fit for them. Ones you found in the 9 boxes, right? Oh, why don't you try it? Alright, let's see what happens. I think 2, 4, and 6 should go in the top part, and 3, 5, 7 on the bottom part. Well, some of them lit up. Yeah, 3 and 6. I wonder if there's some kind of rule that determines which lights go on. Well, I put 2, 4, and 6 in the pins on the top part, and 3, 5, 7 on the pins on the bottom. I think maybe it's the digital route. Digital route. 2 plus 4 plus 6 equals 12. Digital route 12 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns on. 3, 5, 7 is 15. Digital route 15 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns on. Makes sense, right? Let's see. Let's match the digital route with the pins inserted on the top and lower parts will light up. So that's how it works. Now there's one other thing I'd like to check. Well, if he wants to try, he's certainly welcome to. So, put in the 1, 2, and 3 pins on the top and the 6, 7, 8 pins on the... Oh. They turned off. 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21. The digital root of 21 is 3. Therefore, light 3 turns off. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. Digital root 6 is 6. Therefore, light 6 turns off. Ah, I get it now. Digital root for the pins you insert is the same as the number of the lights that are lit. Those lights turn off. Yeah, looks like that's the trick. Alright, now we know how it works. Give it a try. Wait, you mean you know what you're supposed to do with these lights? Well, no. But I figured we could try and see if we could turn them all on, you know? Figure something's gotta happen we can manage that. Turn on the lights, huh? Okay, Junpei. Let's make sure you know how this works, alright? Pick one of the 6 holes, then pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it into the hole. Keep it up until all 6 holes are filled. Once the holes are all filled, the lights and the numbers that correspond to the digital roots of the pins in the upper and lower parts will turn on. However, if a digital root corresponds to a light that is already on, that light will be turned off. Alright, let's do it. So basically you have to do the same thing that I was doing earlier, or with just making sure, 5 for 1, and then, okay, let me start with... well, let me open the calculator.
No, sometimes it won't.
Alright, so I have to make 2 different digital roots after I take away a number. So... you know what, let's at least start with the ones that I know of. That it's... yes, I know the rules. Please. Shush, Junpei. That didn't do anything. What? Pick one of the 6 holes and pick one of these. Keep it open. 6. Oh, they might have been in the same digital root, so they just immediately flicked off. No? What? Excuse me? Pick one of the 6 holes and pick one of the pins in your hand and insert it. Keep it up until all 6 in upper lower parts. Okay.
What?
I guess the numbers that we're picking were just turning on and off the same light at the same time, so...
It probably had the same digital root.
yeah, so... what the fuck did I just put in there? I should have been paying attention. God. Alright. So I need to make 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 6... basically I need 1 and a 5 by the end, which means I need to make 15... which... no, that's 14. Yeah. No, that's still right. No. That'll make 5. Whatever. Then 10... 3, that'll equal 4. Okay.
Alright.
1 and 2, 6 and 7. 1 is one of those annoying ones. 5, 4, 1, and then can I make any of the others with just 3 numbers out of what I have left?
Let's see.
That'll be
7, 3, and 2.
7, 3,
Or
and
2.
yeah, that'll work.
Or wait.
No, because no.
No, that makes 12, and then that makes 3.
Yeah, so I can't do that right now. Because I was thinking.
6, 3, and 2.
Give me a second to think of the one I'm thinking of. Because 8 and 6 is 14. Then add 3 is 17. That's 8. No. 6 and 7 is 13 plus 3 is 16. That should work. Nope. I don't want to turn on 1. But, oh wait, no, it turned on 2 of them. Okay, so I just need 2 and 6. Can I make 2 and 6 at the same time?
Probably.
Let's worry about 6, because, or, no, 2 is still going to be harder, because 9 plus 1, no. So, 8 plus 1 plus 2. Shut.
How many bullets are left in the gun? No.
No. Okay, so 8 plus 1 plus 2, because 10, 11, yeah, that'll be 2, and then 6, I need to get to 15, which, 6 plus, no, so 9 plus 3 is 12, and then plus 4?
I mean, I think I know one.
I really wish I could just pull up the calculator here because it would make my life easier.
You want to hit? Or slash answer.
Give me a second to make sure my math is correct for the one I'm thinking of first.
Okay.
Because I need to get to 6, which is 1 plus 5.
Mhm.
Which means I have to get to 15.
Mhm.
And then 9 plus 4 is 13. No. Okay, so that wouldn't work. No. Yeah. 9 plus... Why are you leaning in? Why are you leaning in?
Because I already know the combination.
Good for you,
I mean,
hon.
I also know it.
Shut both
Either
of
of
you.
us can. Either of us can give it to you whenever you want.
Oh, that's exactly it.
I looked at my paper. F. What the fuck is that?
You failed.
The fuck number is that?
F Corp.
6, probably. Hey, does that mean... Yeah, we gotta do it again. Man, and I thought I was doing so well. Okay, so we got 9 holes. It's an F above. I don't know what F means, but I do know one thing. What's that? This time there's 9 holes, so we need to insert 9 pins. Man, that's boring. Well, why don't you just try it, alright? I think I understand the concept. All numbers have to add up to 6.
Yeah, so like probably each row and column.
Yep, and the diagonals. God, I hate these puzzles. Like this specific
Don't
type
worry.
of puzzle where I have to add everything to a specific. I hate those ones. I've done them.
Sudoku?
Don't worry.
No.
This is one of my
That is
favorite,
Sudoku.
least favorite
Well-
rooms too.
Well, yes, but no, like as in this equals number, this
Right.
equals number,
Yeah.
and all of them have to equal the same one. That's not exactly Sudoku. Sudoku is more just making sure all of them are non-repeating, but they don't necessarily. I mean, yes, they necessarily add up to something, but it's a case of like there's a version of it where like I had numbers and they all had to add up to 15.
Sudoku light.
Okay, so F has to equal 6 somehow. So I have to get to everything to. Yeah, it's the fucking has to equal 15. Fuck! I hate this puzzle.
And
'Cause there-
you are saying you're steamrolling through these puzzles. Don't honk my nose.
Okay, so in order to get to. So. 573 is when we wanted them to. Because I already have that written down. And then 7 plus something equals 15. So it has to be 7 or 1. But I don't know if that's the right combination. Because 5 plus 4 is 9. And then
And what would you need to get?
6.
And that?
And then 3 plus 6 is 9. But basically that fucks that up again because... Okay. You see why I hate this puzzle?
You want my hint for... And this is a hint as in this is my thinking on how to probably do this puzzle right, because I don't actually remember the solution, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You should probably figure out...
The diagonals first?
Well, figure out what to put in the center first, because that involves the most things, whereas the sides and whatnot aren't as important.
True, but it's a case of that it's like... The center basically still probably has to be... 4. Because of the fact that everything has to add up to 15. And it's a case of most solutions will probably end up being 9 plus something. Or... God, I know this exact puzzle, and I have done it before, and I hate it. I never actually know the solution, because it's basically only one solution.
Hey, you'll get it, dear. Just needs a little thinking. And then let me pull up my calculator on my phone so you can use that
That's not gonna help, hon.
to do math.
I mean, it will, but it's like... Because it's like, there's only so many things that add up to 15, and that's the problem. Because obviously he uses all of these numbers. Because 9 plus 4 plus 2.
And then you probably should know what to put in that other corner.
5 plus 2 equals 12. Plus 3. No.
Are you sure about that?
I didn't. I was typing things way too quickly, so. Because 5 plus 2 equals 7. Plus 8. Because 9 plus 5. Yeah. See. 6 plus 2. I hate the fact that the reason I know this puzzle is because it's in a fucking Nancy Drew game.
Nancy Drew should have been in a death game.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to kill her in those games.
Well,
I can get her eaten by a pitcher plant.
I don't know if that's gonna be in 9.
How big of a pitcher plant is it?
Very big. Like, that's the entire point that she comments that it's huge. Okay, so the thing is, it's this part that's fucking it up. 8 plus 4 plus... So it's like...
Six is
I'm aware, hon. It's just a case of... God, I hate this puzzle so much.
If it means much, hon, I think it took Luca a while to do this one too.
Yeah, because...
It's a tricky
I
one.
remember I had to look up a guide for this one.
Yeah, because, like I said, I know the premise of the puzzle, it just fucking sucks.
I mean,
Like, 9 plus 2 is 4. I can't put the 9 there because it's 6 and 3. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Basically, the 6 and the 3 can't be in the same spot as each other. Which means they basically had to be on completely opposite ends of the board. But 6 plus 1 equals 7 plus 8. And then 1 plus 9 plus 5, but 1 plus 8 is too much. But 5 plus 8, 2. 9 plus 2 is 4. 6 plus 4 plus 5. Because that's also the thing that'll put 3's. 5 plus 3, 7. I wish I remembered the name of this puzzle because I am so fed up with it already.
it's
Right, your phone is not set up at all like mine is.
You want me to
Please,
look it up?
please just give me the solution. I know the answer.
I'm on it. I'm on
I
it.
will
I'm on
just-
it.
oh my-
I'm not gonna give you the answer, but if I had to, because all this is based around digital roots, and I don't remember if this is something that the game brings up at one point, or if this is just something maybe you're meant to figure out later on. I think 9 should probably go into the center, because in a game like this where you need to make digital roots and whatnot, 9 is the strongest number.
I mean, technically.
Because you can make any
but-
combination with 9.
Because 5 plus 9 plus equals 1. I'll try that and start from 9 in the center and see what I can add up. But I know that I also have to keep the 3 and 6 completely separate from each other. Because basically, if they're next to each other, it just fucks everything up. Okay, so 5 plus 9 plus 1. And then 5, 7, 3. 6 plus... Thing is... Problem is the 6. Because basically, putting 9 in the center fucks with the 6. Because, like... Well, I guess it can go higher than that, but it's still, like, it has to add up to 15. That's the main problem. It has to add up to 15.
Are you sure? Because digital root just has to be 6.
I mean,
It
yes.
could be 24.
Thank you for collecting math. It's...
Well,
Let me...
you just swipe. And then...
Thank you, hon. Because 9 plus 8 plus 7. Then 5 plus 8 plus 2 plus 4. But 7 plus 4 plus 1 doesn't work.
I do have the solution if you want me to give it to you.
Hold on to that thought. It's 5 plus 7 plus 3. Okay. I hate this fucking puzzle.
My dear.
Please put it down for me, sir.
On it. Okay, so top row is 276.
All right.
Middle row is 951.
Then
Bottom row is 483.
no, that's still wrong, sir.
Wait. What?
5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 is 10.
I'm literally looking at it in a video. How's that possible?
I don't know, sir. Because A, B, C, D, E, F has to equal 6.
Okay, try 276. Oh wait. And yeah, try this. I'm gonna put this in mod
You
chat.
actually just want the answer.
Please, hon.
Well,
Because I know the solution to this. I've just never, ever done it once by myself because it's that stupid of a solution.
well, I was
Oh,
wrong
wait,
about
I-
9
I-
being in the middle, but I can see why this is in the middle, so I'll just... So upset I have to cheat for you, but... It would be 5 in the middle because everything has to have 15.
Yeah, like this is again. It is a case of if I remembered the stupidity because I did it in the fucking Nancy Drew game that I was playing like last year.
Mhm.
Literally, this is basically the only solution to this puzzle.
Well, you can flip it, but...
You know
don't-
what I mean? That it's a case of that because of the 5 in the center, there's only so many ways that the puzzle is technically solved, and this is the exact kind of solution. And I'm just writing it down because I know eventually I'll probably have to fucking do this puzzle again.
No.
Either way, hon. Safety. Don't care. Like, as soon as I realized what the fuck it was, is the reason why I'm just...
It's just math, bro.
I know it's just math.
Well, the two of us suck at math.
Leave me out of this.
Ding! You did it. Hooray.
Cool.
You.
Cool. Thanks, Steam. Fuck you. Fucking Steam guide.
We did it. The power's on now. Looks like there's electricity going into the monitor on top now. Alright, let's see what we
Now
can
for
get.
the fun part.
Activate the vase on top. As long as it's not more of that!
You'll be fine, dear.
Green button, red button, and a lever. Wonder what these do. I think this might help. What the hell is this? Where did you find this? What is that? Where did you find it? Found it when you were messing around with the pinholes. Yeah, I was there for a good who knows how long. Looks like instructions for this thing. According to what it says here, this thing's a remote control for that. That? Yeah, that. 2.2. The machine over there. Apparently, it's called the Pushmaster 5000. Are you serious? Whatever. So what are we supposed to do with the Pushmaster 5000? See that coffin on top of those grates? Yeah. Don't you want to know what the deal is with it? I do. Want to check it out? Yeah. Alright. How do you think we're gonna get there? Well... there were some crates on the right side of the fence that someone piled up like stairs. Maybe if we make a path to the coffin from there. How would we do that? Line up the crates, I guess. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I guess it's just another Zero's puzzles. Yeah. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Looks like the Pushmaster 5000 runs off a battery. So to keep it from using up its energy too fast, it's been programmed so that it'll only start moving once its path has been completely programmed in. Alright. Keep that in mind. In order to prolong battery life, simulate interaction before carrying them out. Alright, you can move in 4 directions, cannot move diagonally. Move count exceeds battery life, it will be reset. Cannot lift heavy objects. Re-input command, quick command, start command. Alright. Runner shows top-down view of the area we can move this ship. Once I want to send my orders to Pushmaster, and pull the lever. Reset button allows me to start over again. Once I want to program, I just pull the lever. Alright, let's give it a try. Sure thing. Just keep in mind that there's a limit on the battery, alright? Battery dies after 50 moves. This is what it says in the manual. 50 moves, huh? Also keep in mind that the Pushmaster 5000 can't move the heavy metal crates. Okay? Got it.
So, in light of
Shush.
that puzzle... Okay.
What square to the Pushmaster 5000 is clicked, the Pushmaster 5000 will move to that square. To crate in the way, the Pushmaster 5000 will push up to a single crate. Move the crates appropriately and efficiently and fill the yellow areas. Okay. No. Alright. Okay, I think I have an idea. No, that just deadlocks them. Okay. Nope. Hmm.
This one's kind of tricky too.
Basically, I have to get them into the middle spots first.
Or at least definitely make sure you get with that one first.
Yeah.
Which really only one way to get that in, right?
Yeah. Kind of. Hmm. No, that locks it. Getting it into that third one that's proving difficult.
Yeah. There's only really one way to get it in there, though.
Yeah. Problem is that deadlocks those in there. I can't put them in the corners. Bit of a cramp. Sorry. Got it. Just took me a second to focus. Okay, I'm done putting in the program. What do I do next? Just be quiet and watch. See? It's moving already. Awesome. The Pushmaster 5000 did just what I told it to do and lined up all the crates. Great. Now we can reach the coffin. Just need to climb those crates over by the fence. And hope you don't fry yourself. Because I don't think roast Jinbei is going to taste very good.
I'm not into Soylent Green.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever. Just open it.
Okay, okay.
A small key and
I love the generic door opening sound. Golden gun.
gun?
Hey Santa, what you got there? A gun.
No!
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I'm about to bring the ho-ho hammer down on ya.
Shush.
I wonder if this is a replica.
This thing is... Are these real bullets? Oh, if this is real... Oh.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
He has a point.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might happen. In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire to let Zero control me.
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key in there, are you?
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
Rusty key. Maybe I can use this. Just a key. Create underneath the cough. Alright. Right, up here was a door. Let's just put this key in here, and yes, sounds like it did.
Hey, looks like it's open, Jumpy.
Nice see. This key should open this door. Hey, what are you waiting for? Let's go. It's open.
You found it.
Hooray!
Huzzah.
Only half of that was tedious and annoying.
A long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.
Okay.
We've seen this elevator before.
We got off the one on the left just a little while ago.
Then we went through the number 6 door, and that took us to the engine room.
You know, this game reminds me of a time where someone hit their ass on the edge of a table, didn't feel a thing, 3 days later they died of ass pain. Also, like, the pain was sent to the future instead of ass tissue. This was first known instance of the temporal ass pain. God, Maturo, I love how you just come in with the stupid Tumblr post that I know. I know nothing else, but I know that Tumblr post, which is stupid.
Yes, and after that we passed through the cargo room.
And now we're back here.
In other words, we made a loop. We're back where we started. We needed a card to get to this point.
It is a good post, I will admit. But it's obviously totally incomprehensible to anyone who has never played these games.
I don't see a card reader here.
Hi, I'm part of that group. Because it's just... Uchikoshi's right. Yeah, from what I've gathered, that it still holds up, because there's been some incomprehensible conversations in this game.
It's
Perhaps we
only
aren't
gonna
able
get
to
worse from
activate it
here.
from this location.
Why don't you just try pushing the button?
Yeah. It works.
You know, I just realized that the sun pattern is the same one that was on those discs in the engine room. It still holds up even in Somnium, the 100-line roots he wrote. Oh dear. Because I have the Somnium files. I probably won't play those anytime soon because my computer's... I look at it funny and it fucks up. Like, I can't even put it in...
Which is why I suggested, instead of Persona 5, you play a game that originally was for the DS.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. I can't even put this in sleep mode without something fucking up.
I think so.
The computer has more strokes than the Olympic rowing team. Okay, come on.
Good.
Hey, that
We
was a
can
pretty
go
good
back
one.
if we need to.
I gave you a light laugh.
What do? Should we return to C deck?
No, this hallway keeps going. Even if we do end up going back, I think we should see what's down there first.
I agree. Let's go. Looks like it ends here.
Only one door.
There isn't anything else. It's the only way to go.
All right, let's open it.
Oh shit.
Hmm?
Starting today, channel points, emotes, subs, bits, and badges are available. All streamers on Twitch. No affiliate status required.
I mean, that's been something that's been slowly kind of changed, where it's like, oh, you can have follower emotes or channel points, which are not monetarily. Bits kind of is just pseudo donation, so it's not like I'm inherently surprised. Ah, there's the 9 door.
The 9 door.
In a
Shush.
church.
Of course it wouldn't be that easy.
Supposedly that stuff isn't going to be paid out unless you are affiliate, but you can still use it for other Twitch things. Fair enough.
Vacant. Huh. We finally found it.
Jumpy!
Huh?
Look! Behind you!
What? A 9 door. There's another one. Why? It's 9, no matter how you look at it. The red is there too. So this is a real one? Why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
There were always 2 doors. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only 1 door with a 9 on it.
I'm pretty sure he said look for the door with the 9, so...
It is hidden, but an exit can
Oh,
be
seek
found.
a door. Okay.
Yeah.
Goddamn Fey rules.
Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Of course, we just assumed that there was only 1. After all, why would there be more than 1?
Oh, man.
I guess it makes sense in the fact that the rules that say only 3 to 5 people can go, and it's a case of that even if all 9 of them were still there, they wouldn't all be able to go through the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Fey rules. The game lied to us. It said there were only 9 doors. Yeah, I was having that exact thought up here. No, for a game that's called 9 doors, there's a lot more than 9 doors in this game.
Well, good news. There's 9.5.
No, then I'm also counting all the doors on the ship that we're able to go through.
We fell for it.
I'm not counting that. That's...
Shush.
There are 2 doors. That means that all 9 people who had met at the central staircase could escape. No one would be left behind. Now it makes sense why the bracelets are numbers. 1 through 9. Divided into teams of 4 and 5 people. The digital root of both teams ends up being 9. Take 1278 and 34569 for example. The digital root for both teams would be 9. Or 2349 and 15678. The digital root is still 9. There are a bunch of combinations that work and they all end up the same way. If one team has the digital root of 9, so would the other one. What does that mean? The answer's simple. From the very beginning, the Nonary game was designed to save all 9 people. That's how it was meant to be. Zero didn't lie. He never said there'd be only one 9 door. But anyone who'd found themselves in the game would have assumed that was the case. Fights would have broken out. One team would likely betray or deceive the other. Someone might be hurt. Someone might get killed. But eventually, they'd reach this very same room and realize how pointless all their infighting was. There were 2 doors. There was no need to kill each other. This game was designed for that purpose. This Nonary game. We were all arguing and fighting over doors at the beginning. But if there had been one slip-up, one tiny mistake that led to more, everything could have been so much worse now.
The game is basically just the prisoner's dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are we going to do, Junpei?
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, keep it together, man.
Sorry.
Jeez. So what do we do?
What do you...
We need to think about our next step.
Our numbers are 1, 3, 5, and 6. That's a digital root of 6.
The 4 of us can't open the number 9 door.
The 4? Wait, don't tell me.
Yep. There's one combination that'll let 3 of us open the 9 door. That's why I'm asking, what now?
What now? No, we gotta go back.
Yep.
I agree. We cannot leave June behind.
Are you sure? I don't mind staying.
It's okay. There's no way we'd leave you behind.
Besides, I'd rather drown at the bottom of the ocean than escape with this sausage fest.
God!
You got some? Laughing about wieners again?
Thank you, Junpei, indeed.
Maybe I'll get to go to Atlanta.
Are you sure you don't mean Atlantis?
God, I wonder what that joke is in Japanese.
Huh? Oh, right.
No, the lost city of Atlanta. I know that's a Futurama joke.
You guys.
Very well. Best we head back to C-Deck then. We should be able to take the elevator we passed earlier. Perhaps Clover, Seven, and Lotus will have returned from door 1.
But even with all 7 of us,
Standing around here isn't going to accomplish anything, don't you agree? Let's find the other 3 first, and then search for another solution.
There is a non-zero chance that it was translated exactly because Atlantis and Atlanta would both be borrowed words, but it's still kind of a case of you have to wonder.
I guess you're right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm also going to just sit here and wonder about the certain English colloquialisms like sausage fest. Like, you have got to wonder what that was.
Come to think of it, what is this room? We were so focused on the doors, we didn't even look around. Huh. It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony. But what kind? Huh. A coffin? What on earth is a coffin doing in a place like this?
What are those symbols? Because...
Probably just progress.
yeah, I'm writing them down because I feel like I'm gonna need those.
Hey, Junpei, the hell are you doing? Let's move.
Right, okay. I'll be right there.
I don't like that.
What?
The thumping on the coffin. I don't like that.
Look, it's...
Seven and Lotus.
We've got a problem.
Clover is gone.
What? What do you mean, gone?
When?
Why?
You 2 went into door 1 with Clover, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through the door together.
But Clover barely spoke to us.
She just did her own thing the whole time.
Huh.
There were 4 rooms on the other side of door 1.
She wouldn't let us into the 4th room.
She just said, I'll take care of this one.
And shut the door.
She must have blocked it with something on the other side.
We waited for a while, but Clover didn't come out.
We called for her, but she didn't answer.
So I kicked down the door and we went into the room.
But
It was empty.
Clover wasn't there.
There was a door on the other wall.
And it was open.
We figure she opened the door and left by herself.
We ran after her, of course, but
Well, obviously we didn't find her. You figured that much out.
Clover's gone.
When did this happen?
We got here just before you.
You certainly have excellent timing.
So you haven't searched anywhere other than near the staircase?
No, we haven't.
Very well then. We'd best separate and look for Clover. We haven't much time left. Let's begin.
Yeah. She's not here.
No, she isn't.
There's no sign of her. Let's go. All right, I'm thinking we should probably split up. I'll head back to the stairs and take the elevator down to E-Deck. June, you can take the stairs up to B-Deck.
All right, that sounds good. But,
What?
Could you stop calling me by that code name when we're alone?
Huh? Sure, right. I'll do that.
Jumpy.
No, it's nothing.
All right, I'm going then.
Yeah, be careful, Kane.
You be careful too, Jumpy.
Yeah, got it. Take care.
Can they stop being cute in the middle of a death game, please?
No.
Can I just say I'm really upset that that after she asks him to just call her Akane when they're alone, that her name box doesn't switch to Akane.
I mean, it changed to Connie, aka her nickname.
Well, no, it was still saying June in the corner.
I mean, yeah, for a second, but then, like, at that last Xbox, it changed to Connie. So, tragedy always strikes when one least expects it. But to wait for a man to stand before striking him down seems almost crueler than dealing the fatal blow while he lies on the ground. A light in a dark place, June's smile had given him hope, both for escape and possibly for something else. It was that hope that raised his spirits just enough that they might soon be fully dashed. He opened the elevator door, and there she was. The woman sat, slouched against the wall. No more cute. Lotus. Junpei felt his blood turn to ice. Her body was limp, and her skin, smooth and pale as always, was covered in red blood. Junpei felt his chest constrict. He couldn't breathe, and his legs began to shake. A slow, cold drop of sweat trickled down his back. He felt his stomach somersault. Junpei's mind went blank. All his thoughts replaced with endless hissing white. Driven by little more than instinct, he began to walk toward Lotus, slowly. Each slow movement of his stiff limbs brought him closer to her corpse. Finally, he stood next to her. Robotically, he bent down and put his hand against her neck. There was no pulse. No rise and fall of breathing. She was slightly warm. Something, somewhere in Junpei's shaken mind, told him that meant she had been killed recently. Yes, Junpei thought, his mind slowly returning, she had been killed. Someone had killed her. There was a deep cut on the left side of her chest. Blood still oozed from it, although clearly her heart had stopped beating some time ago. The weapon had been a knife, then. Perhaps she had been stabbed in the heart once. She would have died immediately. He took little comfort from knowing she must have suffered very little. Only then did Junpei notice. Lotus's bracelet was gone.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only two ways to do so. One, you escape from this ship. Two, Lord Hartley reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or the backside of the mirror's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
Was that why the killer had ended Lotus's life? So that they might have the number 8 bracelet? If that was true, then the killer was whoever wanted the number 8 bracelet. Or perhaps miraculously, the person who would gain the most by obtaining the number 8. Who is that? Who would benefit the most from the number 8 bracelet? The thought had only just entered Junpei's mind when he heard a noise. A sound like a sharp knife cutting through wet meat. It struck him as strange that the noise came from inside his own body. A moment later, the pain hit him. It wasn't merely pain, there was heat, extreme heat as well. He felt as though molten iron had been splashed against the side of his body. Finally, his brain made the connection. He had been stabbed. But where? His body was quickly going numb. He couldn't tell where the knife had met his flesh. Given the circumstances, however, he had most likely been stabbed in the back. Whoever had killed Lotus had now done the same to Junpei as well. His voice was little more than a weak groan. With what little strength he had left, Junpei turned his body, trying to catch a glimpse of his attacker. Well, rip that guy. But as he did, the knife dug itself in deeper, twisting viciously. He collapsed to the floor, a puppet with its strings cut. His arms and legs lay where they fell, oddly twisted and awkwardly positioned. Junpei's body was entirely numb. He could feel the blood leaking out of him, but nothing would move. Nothing save his eyes. As he lay on the floor, his life ebbing away, Junpei finally saw his attacker. 2 tiny images of the killer reflected in his eyes. With that recognition came nothing. He felt no emotions, not anger, not sadness, not regret. The paralysis that had claimed his body had reached his mind. His killer glanced down at his body. Then, without a word, climbed into the elevator and was gone. His eyesight began to fade. The world grew blurry and began to dissolve into empty white fog. The fog crept into the edges of his mind and worked inexorably inward. Soon, it swallowed up the last that remained of Junpei's mind, and his consciousness left him. There was nothing more. Into utter emptiness he fell, into zero. Whatever Junpei had been was gone.
Womp womp.
Congrats, you got the first ending I got.
Hooray!
So, how was your first route?
I just got an achievement! You have reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all the information you have acquired. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memory of Escape enables you to replay the escape rooms you have completed.
So, I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
First off, I'm not going to say anything, obviously.
Well, that's an interface spoiler.
But who do you think the killer was?
Hurry, what do you have? A knife! No!
Thank you, Montaru.
Okay, so whoever it was, 8 and 5 were apparently important. And that's 13. What? Right? No. I can math, I swear. Yeah. But they also had 2. They need to kill Santa? Honestly, it could be anybody, especially considering the innumerable combinations that can add up to 9. So, I'm just putting a pin on that.
Second question. Is now where I reveal who my actual favorite character is?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So, really good guesses with Lotus and Jun. Lotus, I'd say, is probably my 5th, maybe 4th favorite. Honestly, I think you'll kind of warm up to her when you get to know her more. Jun's easily top 5. She might even be top 2.
I mean, she's adorable, so.
My favorite is Clover.
Yeah, I can probably see that.
And I'm not going to go into details. It's just, but you'll know when you know.
Yeah, obviously.
But, yeah.
But,
also, how predictable, of course, the only Dark likes each of the 3 women in the game.
I like the Bird Nest Man. He was funny. But,
the Bird Nest Man?
I'm trying to figure out what that means, because it's probably whoever has very messy hair, but, like, that's a lot of them.
I mean, yeah.
in terms of shenanigans, basically once I hit... Oh, I'm talking about the Night Man. Yeah.
I kind of figured.
But I guess I will put kind of as a point that I had a brief discussion with Brand about this when we were in the car on the way home. That I'll be honest, when it came to the stuff I was going through, I had already anticipated that Ace was just dead. Like, I didn't actually expect him to wake up. But that's basically me overcomplicating it because the medical side of me is just doing hands at that scene. But it's a case of, I already kind of had a feeling I was on track for a bad ending. Like, I already had anticipated that was not a good ending because obviously Snake had disappeared. I thought Ace was dead. It's like, well, we're screwed. Was I expecting Junpei to get stabbed? No? I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't Junpei getting stabbed. Like, I do think it's kind of cool, the weird detachment the narration has for it, because, like, that's kind of my kind of deal. But, like, But, so...
With every path, there's more info. As you can see.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Because the thing is that when I had said, I'm just going to ignore that button I just pressed, apparently hitting 2 on the keyboard pulls this up. And I had seen, like, a kind of a brief thing here, and I just kind of saw, like, the straight line, and I wasn't paying much attention to anything else, so...
So I am going to tell you something now that's going to save you some time next stream.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the top up of the map.
Yeah, basically
yeah,
the branching paths.
Yeah, you can just, like, you should be able just to warp to, like, the first, like, choice when you choose between doors 5 and 4.
Yeah, I've played a visual novel before.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I say that because that was a quality of life improvement that for 999 they added into this version.
I mean, I do appreciate it, but it's a case of that is just very much in line with, like, normal visual novels, is that you can either way speed past stuff until stuff, or in especially more modern ones, you can just go to specific nodes.
Yeah.
So
and of course, there's obviously the whole skipping text you see, or fast forwarding through it.
Yeah, like I figured if there wasn't a warp thing, I could just speed through the text, and it would just stop if I saw anything new. But yeah, I will say, again, I like this game. I can see why it's good. Obviously, I got probably one of the worst endings. I think I could have outright gotten an even worse ending somehow. Both of you leave it at that.
I sound like Beaker.
What? Why did you just turn to Animal Crossing?
I think that gets the point across very well.
I'm just imagining Beaker as an Animal Crossing character.
I mean,
wait.
Beaker basically is an Animal Crossing character.
No, he isn't.
Wait, why isn't there more like fan artwork of the Muppets combined with Animal Crossing?
Speaking in not words doesn't make you an Animal Crossing character, bro.
He's meeping though.
So, what even is Beaker? Is he like a Shrek?
Technically,
he's Beaker.
Technically, Animalese is.
It is a language.
It is just actual like English or whatever language it's supposed to be. Because if you listen closely, they are saying the words.
Yeah.
It's basically just the me speak.
Basically, but you got a knife. What could be bad about that? Listen, man, we found a gun. We found a gun, and that could have gotten worse. I mean, anyway, definitely an interesting game, and I was even kind of bringing this up to Bran earlier that, especially since I can just skip to certain nodes, I probably might as well just get the rest of the endings, I guess.
Yeah.
There's only 6, so. Because hooray, interface spoiler.
Yeah, it doesn't spoil that much, really.
I mean, well, the thing is, I wasn't paying much attention to it on that screen. But it is a case of, like... Thank you, Bright White Light. No, not this. No, shush. Okay.
It's just starting over.
I am aware that I was just going to press the menu and... This. I was gonna show this. That once it... Like, I wasn't paying attention to this at the top. I thought that was just kind of a neat thing. But then this flipped and it's like, oh! Okay, so that tells you how many endings there are. Like, I'll be honest, I saw it, wasn't paying any attention to what the question marks meant. I'm just, okay, it's a mystery game, might as well just have that.
Yeah. They specifically show your endings. Like, this one, okay, this was the knife ending.
I love knife ending! But, yeah, so this will probably be,
I'm recording that, I hope you realize.
Go ahead, man. But, this will probably be something that's on the docket for a little while, because might as well get the other endings if, one, I can skip past stuff that I've already seen, so we don't have to go through the redundancy. And, I mean, I guess 3 sessions for an ending, but also, like, coming to grips with the game in the first place, not bad! So it's like, won't go on too long, I guess.
Yeah, and since you can now skip through some dialogue and you know, skip like the first like hour of the game, it's gonna go quicker.
Yeah, and also, you know, the fact that apparently I don't have to redo the puzzles I've already done, but you know.
Yeah.
But I'm real curious what the fuck my sheet is gonna look like. Because the thing is...
probably about as convoluted as Junpei's notebook.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because the funny thing is that I obviously didn't want to take away from the tension of the scene. But the thing is, I wrote it down. Because the weird thing in the scene with Snake is that there was clearly LLR written on the wall. And I don't know if that's important. I wrote it down anyway, because it might be important. But it's kind of a case of it didn't come up at all in the dialogue, and it's kind of a case of, well, like, I kind of see why. But I'm also just sitting here like, I'm just gonna be sitting here going,
It's a mystery.
Yeah. Because, on one hand, I don't want to lay too much my hand on the table, but it is kind of a thing of, on one hand, Zero might be one of these guys, and they were just lying about the whole, oh, I was kidnapped thing. Because, you know, oddly small cast, and the fact that we have not really physically seen Zero and how well orchestrated everything is, but it's... Again, I also don't want to... No, I don't... Brain, please articulate. Basically, coming in from future Spike Chunsoft stuff, I don't want to use too much of that knowledge because obviously different writers and stuff like that, but it's kind of the weird thing of like... I'm just going to leave it with the vague notion of I am definitely trying not to let Danganronpa paint too much of this.
I was going to say, you should not go into this with like...
I was not expecting... I'm not expecting anything of that. Like, these are two separate things. This is Prisoner's Dilemma versus, for lack of better terms, fucking Squid Game. Like, they're two separate beasts. Like, there's no correlation between them, but it's a case of, I wouldn't be surprised if some level of weird writing and some culmination of the Spike Chunsoft theme and blah, 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 weird overlaps. Coincidental. Yeah.
Honestly, calling Danganronpa Squid Game is so apt.
I mean, it's a death game. Uchikoshi can be friends with Kotaka, but they have different writing. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Different writing styles. I have no anticipation of, like, certain shenanigans. Like, I'm going in with... Basically, anything I know about this game is strictly from what minor bit of cultural osmosis of the game I've managed to get a hold of. Which is... Basically... I know the one Tumblr post. I know about that. I know some weird choice quotes that are also from like the other games in the series, because I'm just gonna put this here for future reference. I know in one of these games, one of the three, this narrows it down not at all. I know there's a robot wearing underwear for some reason. It's an oddly specific thing to know, but I know that. I knew about the hot dog in a hallway comment. Again, I had no context for it. I just knew the line, and it was Junpei. I had no other context. That was it. And I obviously won't say anything else, but I know, like, basically I was already kind of weirdly tuned in that I was on a bad ending because of a certain comic artist I follow had done comics for 999, and I wasn't paying too much attention to him, obviously, because I didn't want to get spoiled. But I knew that there was a comic that was supposed to be Endgame. Hi, Snake. You're alive and well. That's all I can say about it. Because, again, that's basically the only part of that I knew. The hell is that? Ponyarimpa. I think I've heard the word before, but I definitely don't know the context. That, and I also know the comic Brand had drawn, but it was mostly just poking fun at the amount of talking these people do on a sinking ship. Basically, I just know the funny comic Brand
yeah,
did.
the one where it's just the room filling up.
Slowly filling
up. Junpei staring at Lotus's boobs, which are now acting as a flotation device.
Yeah, because it goes from barely any water with him talking with Jun to him talking with Santa to him staring at Lotus's tits, for lack of a better term, to the room is basically completely filled with water and Jun is still rambling about the Titanic. It's a good comic!
It really is, Brab.
But he was giving me a look of like, what?
But actually, Brab, post that in our chat, please.
Wasn't giving you any look. I'm just looking.
Well, when at Dark's discretion, or I guess at Dark's request, whenever you have a chance, he wants the comic posted again.
I'll get that in 2-3 business weeks.
Anyway, I guess with
Don
that.
Quixote noises.
Anyway, with that taken into consideration, yeah, I'm considering how, I guess, relatively short the game is, all things considered. Fuck that one puzzle.
yeah, that is one of the worst puzzles in the game. Don't worry.
I will definitely try and get the rest of these endings. So expect more 999 for a little while, I guess. With that taken into consideration, you know what? Sure, we can go rate him. So, Dan the Enigma.
Ooh.
So, schedule is going to continue to be hopefully consistent. I am slightly beholden to real world things, but I am trying to keep a consistent schedule, I promise. So, until further notice, next Monday, we are starting Canto 5 of Limbus Company. That's gonna be fun. I have.
Like Moby Dick.
Do you like any story that happens to take place on the open ocean? Because there's a few other references, but it's primarily Moby Dick. I hope you like Ishmael. She's gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt. To put it mildly. Ishmael's gonna be a pain in our ass. Monday, Limbus Company. Wednesday, we will be back with more 999. There's no major Limbus updates going on right now, so the Thursday streams are going to continue to be whenever Limbus gets updated, basically, until either schedules even out or I find something more consistent to play on Thursdays, I guess. But, with all of that taken into consideration, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy watching me play these things. I definitely try to keep myself updated on my Blue Sky of whenever I go live. And yeah, with all that, we're gonna go raid Dan the Enigma, who is currently playing a ROM hack modded version of Paper Mario. So I hope